So these are the European UAP sightings from 2019 to 2023, raw data by country. Here, quite interesting. He had over 4,000 sightings of UAPs reported each year. This information was shared by Baptiste Friscourt. Thank you, Baptiste, for all your work. And thank you for being here. Chris Lehto, welcome to LehtoFiles. Okay, so interesting data on UAP reports in Europe. So the table and charts below represent the raw data of UFO, IFO observations reported to 17 UAP organizations from 11 European countries where data are available. So it's only 11 European countries. So the data is provided by UFO Net Virtual Community, as well as other institutions like Gaipan and the Italian Air Force, actually, which had published their statistics online. So I get a lot of questions saying, do UFOs, UAPs, why do they always happen in America, only in America? And that's not true. I just showed Canada, recent video. They have a lot of famous, interesting sightings, as well as in Africa, with the aerial school, a recent video on that as well. So there are sightings really around the world. But here's a list of European UAP organizations. Some of them established way back in 1966, like this one in Italy, as well as 1970 in Sweden, 1964 Bufora in the UK, and even Denmark has the oldest back to 1957. Actually, their UAP organization. So many of these going back many decades. So again, it's not just in the US. European population and cover 49% of Europe's land area, including Russia and Turkey. And that is a lot of land area they're excluding there, actually. From a numerical standpoint, the data set encompasses over 23,847 reported cases from 2019 to 2023. So that is a lot of cases. If only 5% of these are legitimate UAP cases, that's still 115 legitimate UAP cases. Despite the incomplete nature of the data, which may not fully capture the total scope of sightings due to underreporting, provides valuable insights into the frequency of UAP, identified or not, sightings across Europe over the past 5 years. We hope that in the near future, other countries such as Czech Republic, which ceased collecting data at the end of 2020 due to a lack of resources. Spain, currently the only active organization is the CEI, covers only a small part of the territory. That's unfortunate because I know UAPs are famous in Spain. Portugal, Greece, and Poland will be able to contribute to this valuable UFO, IFO European barometer. So hopefully the country I'm in, Portugal, will actually participate in the future. So now we get to the actual total yearly number of reported events. So 2019, 4,495. 2020 had the most, 5,807. You wonder, is this because that's when the actual FLIR, gimbal, et cetera, kind of exploded? It was after 2019. 2021 decreased 4,223, and 2022, 4,877. And then 2023, 4,445. So, holding within the range 4,000 to 6,000 at the most, but really over 4,000 for each year. So overall, and somewhat unexpectedly, the number of reported events has remained quite stable over the period, totaling approximately 4,400 per year. The number of events in 2023 is comparable to those in 2019. Yes, it is. However, there is a noticeable peak in 2020. One very likely reason for this increase could be the beginning of operational launches of the Starlink satellites by SpaceX, with 60 units launched at once. So that could be the operational launch of those. Remember, people were talking about it, and now it seems like people recognize it, able to identify that much easier. Okay, now they break it out per country. So as noted in Table 3 below, the sharp increase in 2020 is attributed to 3 countries, Belgium, Germany, and the Netherlands. Overall, excluding this increase in 2020, the numbers remained relatively consistent globally across the 5 years period. Okay, maybe hard to read there, but this is Belgium on the left, and you have Denmark just from one organization. Finland, so they had reporting from one organization. Here's France, seemed like some of the lowest, apart from Romania, that reported. Then Germany, right next to France, has so much more, right? You're looking at 8 times more. This is broken out per year. So blue's 2019, yellow's 2020, 2021, 2022, orange, and 2023 in green. Then we go to Italy. It's about half of German numbers. Norway down much lower, around Finland numbers. Romania is the lowest on the list. Then comes Sweden. You see Sweden's quite a bit higher than Norway and Finland. So Sweden reporting by far the most in Scandinavia. Then we have the UK, which numbers have really varied. So in 2019, you had a lot of reports, more than any of Germany's years. And then after that, it's steadily declined to where you have 550 reports in 2023, whereas in 2019, they had over 1,200. And then finally, we have the Netherlands, which almost dwarfs everything else on this list, so higher numbers from each year than any of the other nations of any year. Highest year for Netherlands was actually in 2020 with over 2,000. So could be skewing total numbers here is the Netherlands. They're the densest populated European city based on this list. So Netherlands reported the highest number of 1,418 cases, indicating a substantial level of sightings. However, it's important to note that the collection of reports in the Netherlands is exclusively done via the website of the only currently active organization in this country. Additionally, Netherlands has one of the highest population densities in Western Europe, with over 500 people per square kilometer. For comparison, Belgium has a density of 380 people per square kilometer, UK 280, Germany 240, Italy 200, and France quite low down at 120. So Germany followed with 1,146 cases, while the UK also saw a notable number of reports at 564. Italy and Belgium recorded 439 and 274 cases, respectively, showing considerable activity. Sweden matched Belgium with 274 cases, highlighting similar levels of sighting. Meanwhile, the number of cases in Denmark, Finland, and Norway were lower but still significant. Romania reported 43 cases, while France, through specifically Gaipan alone, recorded the lowest number with only 19 cases, the lowest since 2006. That's quite interesting. Although they do say this figure should be interpreted cautiously, as it's unclear what precisely this online statistic includes or excludes. Gaipan has acknowledged receiving numerous calls or emails that do not appear in their annual data. It's also noteworthy that in earlier years, when active civilian groups have robust reporting mechanism, Gaipan never received as many reports as these groups. So overall, they report here, and this is at UFO.net, that the distribution depicted in Table 3 indicates diverse levels of UFO activity and reporting mechanisms across Europe. Well known among researchers across Europe that the vast majority of UFO cases are due to misidentifications of natural or man-made phenomena such as Starlink satellites, the International Space Station, airplanes, and celestial bodies such as stars and planets. A separate analysis focusing on each country's currently unexplained events from the past 5 to 10 years would be particularly valuable. So a matching analysis overlaying these two sets of data. They also state there's a lot of annual variations. So in Belgium, you had a drop of 54%, then an increase in 2021, then an increase 59%, 2020, and 33%, 2019. They label here Finland, variation versus 2018 was 18%, 2023. France had a variation minus 53%, and then minus 61% versus 2018. Germany had an increase from 2018 of 108%. Pretty impressive. Italy has gone down 31% in 2023, but it had gone up 128% in 2022. Norway, again, 2022 saw a huge number, 148% increase, but in 2021 was minus 65%. So really you see a lot of variation across all these. So per year, if we look at total variation versus the previous year, it looked like 2021 had the most decrease, down 27%. I think could be just people learned to identify Starlink, stopped reporting those. But even from 2023 to 2018, you have a 30% increase. Sweden's sightings remain relatively stable over the 5-year period with only a 1% increase since 2018, whereas the UK saw a decrease in 2023 of about 19% since 2018. The Netherlands showed an increase of 49% 2018 to 2023. So overall, the total number of UFO sightings across these 11 European countries decreased by 9% in 2023 from the previous year, but it's increased by 30% compared to 2018, indicating a complex pattern of reporting trends across the region. So study authors argue certainly the majority of observers lack the experience to accurately interpret the sky and distinguish between natural and man-made phenomena. This makes it challenging for researchers to isolate genuine anomalies and dedicate their limited resources to the most complex cases. That's why I think airline pilots, specifically commercial airline pilots, are going to be our best observers of this stuff. So in conclusion, it's important to recognize the significant role played by non-government organizations and civil society. Yeah, they seem the best place of data. These long-standing national groups, right, not just in the U.S., going back to the 60s, spread across Europe, play a crucial role in serving the public by providing a platform for UAP witnesses to share their testimonies and inquiries. They offer citizens a vital avenue to have their voices heard and their experiences acknowledged. Their activities range from testimonies collection, field investigation, analysis, documentation, archiving, support to study and research, as well as public educations. The UAP groups exemplify citizen science applied to the UAP data. And that really is true, right? The best case for disclosure is really going to come from citizen science. Our governments haven't released the information over the past 80 years, and they seem hell-bent on not releasing it now, so it's going to be difficult. But collective efforts like these organizations maintain a comprehensive understanding of the UAP landscape at the European level and bring a wealth of experience to the field. Hopefully more European countries will assume this role, either through official channels or with civilian groups, and expand their UAP research activities into the future, thereby enhancing our collective knowledge and investigative capabilities. So it's not just in the US where UAPs are being reported, it's all over the world, and you have organizations, hopefully with the progression of the internet, how communication can be interrelated, and now they can start sharing and overlaying additional studies on top of these studies as the stigma seems to be falling away. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button. It really helps, and it's free. Consider subscribing to get future notifications of when I release videos. And you might like this video. If you want to support the channel, join these great people over here, get exclusive bonus content, then click this button here, patreon.com/Chris Lehto, or become a YouTube member. If you want to continue the discussion, go to UAP Society Discord. Links are all in the description. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.